Well, hello everybody. It's Tuesday again. A rather rainy Tuesday. Yeah. I think maybe you can hear some of the cars swooshing by in the rain, in the puddles on the asphalt outside my window. It's not a bad sound. Kind of relaxing actually. I rather enjoy it. So that being said, I do prefer a sunny day, but if you're going to have a rainy day, you might as well look for the silver lining in that cloud. And it's, it's a nice sound. So, today I thought I'd do something a little different. Remember a few drawings ago I said I was going to make a drawing with white ink on a black piece of paper. And for the life of me, I could not find any black paper. So then I thought, well, why don't I just make a piece of paper black? So I took out my trusty brush pen there, and I just started brushing that paper. And lo and behold, it made a really nice pattern, I thought. If it was just all gloss black, I mean, that's okay too, but it kind of looks interesting, like a wood grain almost. And when I got to this point, I was thinking maybe I should just leave it as it is right there. Looks kind of cool anyway. But then I grabbed my white marker pen, and you can see a nice, really choppy cut there because my camera died. But it's for the best because the first marker I chose didn't have any ink in it, or paint, I guess you could say, because it's a paint marker. So I had to pull another marker out of my bucket. I have dozens of these markers, just a whole bucket full of them. I use them over Halloween in my English classroom. Kids and I make black origami cats or bats or spiders, and we use the white to draw cool stuff on them. Then we use them again over Christmas when we want to draw like snowflakes and things onto red or green origami creations. So anyway, I just got a bucket full of these. I think now I'm using the medium point. Yeah, it's a medium point marker, which is okay. Yeah, it's not a fine line. It's not a super heavy line. It's a medium line. So I wish it was a chisel point, but it's more of a cone. I don't know if any of you have used these paint poster color markers before, but basically they've got three kinds of points you can buy. You can buy the chisel point, the bullet point, or the cones. And this one is a cone, I think. But it's not a terribly thin line. So I like chisel points because you can make cool, funky, wide and thin lines real easily. And I decided I really wanted to go for a thinner line, so I looked through my bucket and I found another one. And this one, it looks like it's going to work. Just squirt out a drop there. With these paint markers, you push the tip against the paper and you wait a second or two, and the paint will draw up the felt tip there. If you do it too long, then it leaves a big pool of ink or paint on the whatever you're doing. So it helps if you are very careful with that. Unless you're going for like the really super thick pool look, like I did over there on the left. Okay, I'm just kidding. That was a mistake, but as Bob Ross says, there are no mistakes, just happy little birds. So I was worried that if I went from a thicker marker to a thin, fine point, that my drawing would lose its balance. And balance is important, you know. If you're off balance, it's hard to get everything right. It's like if you only ate sugar. I mean, you might have lots of energy for a short while, but you know, it's just a bad idea. It's just a terrible idea to just only eat sugar. Even though I do love sugar. Maybe too much. Yeah. So I've been cutting back on that as much as possible. Yeah. Recently, I think I've been leaving a big blank space in the middle of my drawings recently. I don't really know why. Not all of my drawings, some of them. But yeah. I'm not sure why I'm doing that recently. Not that it's good or bad, it's just a big blank space in the drawing. I don't know why I do it. Something is calling to me. So, these fine tip paint markers, though, they really do put down the fine, nice lines. It's almost magical the way they do it. If you have never tried using a paint marker, I highly suggest you pick one up. My favorite are these Posca. I don't know if you can get Posca in America or in other countries. Here in Japan, it's a really popular brand. I've also tried the paint markers from the 100 yen store, and they're okay too. They don't have any real fine ones, though. It's got really big, bullet-nosed ones. Yeah, it's okay. If you're doing a big drawing on a big piece of paper, it's good. It's not really up for fine work, though. Does that look like a leg in the lower left corner, or is it just me? Kind of looks like some weird, deformed leg. Maybe like some sort of a goblin or something. Very kind of disturbing. I didn't notice when I drew it, but now the more I look at it, the more I see it. Some weird looking leg. I had a mouth in a piece a while back. Am I gonna randomly draw body parts in all my drawings now? Only time will tell. Okay. But it looks like I'm getting pretty close to the edge here, to the end here. I think a couple more lines, a couple more accents, and then it's time for my signature, and I am out of here. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for sticking around and watching me draw, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.